And all you got to do is just find that center of gravity. Find that sweet spot where if you balance it, it doesn't move. See, it's not locked, okay, but it is perfectly balanced. Now that it's balanced, I'm going to lock it with this sled lock here. It's just above the tilt lock. This sled lock, once I lock it, will prevent it from sliding around. So see, now I can tilt all I want, and when I put it back up to the center, it won't want to fall down, it won't want to fall forward. Okay? So is that clear? Especially for you guys who are in the Panasonic camera groups. Are there any questions about that? Because that is critical. No? Okay. What else? There is a pan lock. Underneath here, there's a pan lock. If you tighten that, now if I push on that pan handle, it doesn't want to go. Just like when the tilt lock is locked, if I push down on the pan handle, it doesn't want to go. Okay? Now another important tip I need you guys to remember, and this goes for that tripod and that camera too, is that you shouldn't ever have to force anything on these tripods. If you're putting force and it's not moving, you are doing something wrong. It's not the tripod that's doing something wrong, you are doing something wrong. Okay? Because the tripod doesn't think. It just whatever you tell it to do, it does. So if you're putting force on and you're trying to tilt and you're forcing it down and it's not going down, you haven't unlocked it. Okay? It doesn't unlock itself. You haven't unlocked it. Okay? So don't ever force your tripod to do a motion. If you're forcing it to do a motion, something is wrong. And that something wrong is you. You're forgetting to unlock something. Okay? So don't ever force it down. Don't ever force to pan it. Okay? Check to see if things are locked. This is your tilt lock. So if I unlock that, oh, yep, see how easy that is? See how easy that is? Okay? You shouldn't have to go, if you're doing that, if you're making that face when you're trying to tilt, you're going to ruin the tripod. And then you're going to make that face again when I say, oh, hey, guess who's buying us a new tripod head? Okay? Same with the tilt or the pan. If I'm trying to pan and it's not going, oh, I've left it locked. There we go. Yeah, see how easy that is? Okay? So please remember that. Whether you're using this tripod and camera or you're using this tripod and camera. If you're putting a lot of force into motion, you're doing something wrong and you're in danger of breaking something. Okay? Now, another important rule about operating our cameras, and this goes again for both, not just this one, both. Okay? If you are in charge of the camera for the day, you need to always be within arm's distance away from the camera. Okay? Arm's distance away in any direction. Over here, this way. Okay, if I went around that way, etc. Always be within arm's distance away. Why? Why do you need at least to be arm's distance away? No. What's that? Stop an accident, exactly. If someone actually kicks it, maybe a soccer ball hits the legs and it's about to fall, you can grab it. Okay? When you're shooting even in this classroom, you don't have control of the rest of the people in the class. There may be people who are trying to get in and out of the classroom. They don't know what you're up to, and they're like maybe backing into something and then, oh, snap, boom. If you weren't next to it, it's probably going to be a $1,500 mistake, right? And that was a $900 mistake. Okay, these are now $1,500 mistakes. Okay, so that's why if you're in charge of the camera and the camera is on a tripod, you have to be within arm's length at all time. Okay, even if you're in that sound stage by yourself, I want to see you arm's length away. And if you can't be arm's length away from the tripod and you need to go do something, then either you get someone else to be arm's length away from it, or you take it off. And to take it off this camera, just like that one too, you unlatch the sled lock, you push this button release on the back, and slide out. And so if you have to literally take this to whatever it is you need to do, then take it with you. or set it down on the ground. Because, you know, someone can kind of knock it and it'll survive, okay? A fall from this height is not good news, especially if you're outdoors, all that concrete and blacktop out there. Heck, even this high, falling onto, you know, grass could seriously damage that lens, or seriously damage the mic on top, or seriously damage, you know, the eyepiece. Okay, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Okay, so always be arm distance away from your mounted tripod and camera, or just take it off, set it on the ground, or hand it to someone. Here, babysit this. I got to move this tripod. Okay, so that is critical. That is absolutely critical. Okay, are there any questions so far? Let me show you how to do this one. Okay, it's again the same principle. Lens opposite the pan handle. You're going to hear that click. All right, once you've got it in the sled, again, you don't have to balance this one because watch, see, this is unlocked. I mean, this is all the way forward, it's not moving. All the way back, it's not moving. That's what's great about this light little camera, okay? You don't have to balance this one. So just find a place where you like it, lock the sled, okay? And then you can pan and tilt.